Interesting you mentioned Jackson there, one of 3 quarterbacks to have defeated San Francisco this year. One of a few mobile quarterbacks, though, that have given them trouble. As you see here, though, they haven't had a single quarterback give them a hard time in the playoffs so far. The Niners' defense, so good in the regular season. It's gotten even better in the postseason. The best defense in the playoffs across the board. Just 15 points allowed on average. But can they do that to the Chiefs, who are averaging 43 points a game in the postseason, Willie?
That's a lot. Yeah, and it's a different quarterback. You're facing a quarterback that can move the pocket and strike down the field accurately. And I told you early on in the season, if you wanted success, you had to move the pocket against the 49ers defense. Well, we know now, predominantly zone defense, they do mix it up a little bit. But if you get in that against Pat Mahomes and what he does as far as moving the pocket and throwing the ball down the field and Andy Reid dialing up the plays, you're going to be in trouble. So here's Reynolds. Here's Goff. They're moving the pocket, and they're moving guys within the zone. Now, 49ers, they do a great job at moving guys. You got a high, a low, and a guy up top. They find the Reynolds, gives them the ball. Here's Lamar Jackson. Here's the option read. He's going to draw up the defenders, and then he's going to open up that space in the back. Watch Andrews get down the seam, down the middle of this defense, because you know where guys are going to be. But off of that run action, it opens up a large part of the real estate. Good play right there. Pat Mahomes can do that, okay? And then here you go. You got Ryan and you got Julio lined up in the slot. He's just going to run directly in the seam. He knows where the soft spot is. These guys are veterans. They've been working long enough together. They understand where you're going to be in certain zones, whether it's 3 deep or whether it's too high. And then here's Cook. Here's the movement. Andy Reid loves this with his tight ends. You get him coming across. He's going to go over there. Everybody's looking at Michael Thomas. It's going to give a one-on-one. Once guys sit and plant in their zone, it's going to open up space on the back end. So I understand that this is a really good defense, and they're fast, they're aggressive. They got 4 guys up front. But if you stay in that zone, Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes are going to find ways to pick it apart.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes does such a great job of buying time with his legs. We've seen him do it throughout this postseason. He's already done it throughout his career. And I'm with you. And I think, look, if you're the 49ers, you can't afford to go man. If they go man, they're dead in the water. So they're going to play zone all day long. But here's the thing. I go back to week 3 last year, all right? The Chiefs and the 49ers played each other. Yeah, there's some different players on the field, but it's the same scheme. And guess what? Patrick Mahomes ate them up. He had 314 yards, 3 touchdowns, and that man right there took over the game. Travis Kelce had 8 catches for 114 yards. And listen, the 49ers said, we're not going to let you beat us deep. So they're going to play zone. They want to play that shell defense. Don't let anybody get behind you. But Kelce just carved them up in the middle of the field. He sat down in the soft spots, and Mahomes found them. And I think that's where this game is going to be won and lost, is can they find those pockets in the zone defense? Kelce is going to have a big game if they do that, if they try to play zone. And when you look at Patrick Mahomes, he has been better against zone defenses than he has against man. And really, if there's one area where he has had struggles, it's been when teams only rush 4 defenders, all right? Patrick Mahomes has thrown 17 interceptions in the last 2 years. 16 of them have come when defenses only rush 4 guys. So rush less guys, drop it covers. That's how you beat them.
All of this and the fact that you're saying zone and you're saying man highlights the fact that this is a tough game for Robert Saleh to